cobwebs out of this truck, man. Tower, radio tower, man, I swear they put them fucking things up in the middle of the night. Well, so much for that thinking. It looks like there's a crane putting another one up right there, right now. Ugh. Maybe there isn't a crane. Maybe that's just another tower. I'm not sure all these microwaves are good for us, boys. Soldiers failing to salute could be the fucking cell phone, man. Keep that away from the family jewels. That's all I'm trying to say, y'all. Look at this, guys. Relief valve for the water heater. It's a good spot, I guess, if you see water dripping out.
Hey.
Good afternoon, my friend. How are you?
All right. John, I'm Nick.
Nick? Yep. Your father's George?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on in.
Show me what the issue is, my friend. Hey, I'm recording, okay?
Yeah.
I got a website.
Go for it. So shut the water off on this one. I'll turn it back on and see what this thing's doing. Which is not much.
Filling fast. You got good pressure. Yeah, it looks like that flapper's old. I'll check it out, my friend. What about the other one? Is the other one working?
No, the other one works fine. I just figure if I'm going to do one of both. Yeah.
Okay. All right, let me check it out.
Cool.
See what we can come up with. Okay. That looks fairly new. See what the deal is. Them bolts don't look good. This is an old Briggs. Man, those bolts really need to be replaced. I don't know how much this guy wants to spend on these toilets, if he wants to get new ones or what. Seems to be down pretty good. Still got the original sticker on it from when it was built. Needs a ball cut. See that? Not filling as fast as it was the first time. Oh, Jesus Christ, man, this guy needs bolts. This thing's just sitting on here. Alright. This would have been a good time to have a fucking toilet on my truck, yo. Hey, bud. I gotta pull this tank, man. The tank's just rocking. It's just sitting on there. You want to look in here?
Mm-hmm.
These bolts are totally rotted out.
Right.
The tank's just sitting there. It's not even bolted down anymore. Let me go look at the other one and see what we gotta do.
Okay.
So that one's gonna be, that's gonna be a total rebuild, man. I'm not gonna, if I get it off, I'm gonna change the flush valve, everything.
Awesome.
I got a box with all that in it.
Yeah, whatever we gotta do, in here to the right.
You're not interested in any new toilets? A taller one, like this one right here, would be a perfect toilet to replace. It's round front.
Mm-hmm.
I can get you one that's taller, elongated, and it's about as much as you're gonna pay to rebuild this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The cost of the toilet, not the labor involved,
Mm-hmm.
but you're still gonna have an old toilet here. This one, it looks like the tank is new. Like this tank isn't the original tank for this. It may be. Can you turn that light on?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
See this? This is what I was telling you about this morning about sticking that hose all the way down in the overflow. Really needs to be in a clip on top. So it's up to you. If you're satisfied with this, I can replace what I think needs to be replaced, or put an elongated ADA height. You can pick the toilet up yourself. I don't make any money on them. You can go to Home Depot and they're $200.
Yeah, we'll just do whatever we gotta do to fix it.
Don't change it.
Yeah.
All right. So that one doesn't look like it needs to come off. It looks like a different tank to me, but okay. Yeah, we'll get you hooked up. I'm gonna take this tank off and bring it right out to my truck and get you all hooked up, man. Put a new supply, new flush valve, new ball cup. All right, guys, so it's my policy that if I pull a tank off of a toilet, everything gets replaced. Just because the shit's old, maybe the flush valve looks, you know, it's all stained, but I know that fucking plastic's 25 years old, and that's just my policy, man. It comes off, everything gets changed. Because my name's on it, and I ain't fucking coming back to replace something after the fact. You know what I mean? It's the way it flows. Ugh. I usually just rebuild them right out here on the back of my truck. And let me go get this thing drained down and brought out so I can hear the other toilet filling. Seems like. Let's see. Oh yeah, this thing's not even connected, man. Watch, I'll be able to pull this tank right off, man. Alright, so one bolt was connected. Yeah. The other one does not exist. Alright, let me go out and bring this out. So this bolt's close to being shot. This one, there's nothing left. The bottom of it already. Look at how hard that fucking gasket is. Damn. God damn, you could kill somebody with that motherfucker. Here. Probably should have gloves on, guys, because these old rubbers, they get fucking nasty and your hands always get black. Like I said, I'm not taking a tank off a toilet without rebuilding the whole fucking thing, man. I mean, I may be able to save this original handle. It seems to be in good shape. But other than that, everything's coming out, man. Look at that bolt. There ain't nothing left to it on this side. Oh yeah, that was doing a good job. He probably found that fucking 5 years ago sitting on the floor. We'll throw that in the bushes for the archaeologists. I always like to leave stuff for the guys who'll be digging this shit up in a million years. They'll be like, what the fuck was that for? Alright guys, so whenever I rebuild rebuild a toilet, I get it out and I always make sure scrape this the inside of the tank completely. Then I definitely made sure that it's clean on the inside by tipping it upside down. And then I also want to make sure that these are clean on the inside, on the outside. I need to get a kit for this. Alright guys, so I've got a new flush valve here. New gasket. You want to put this in an orientation so that it's not blocking that fucking bolt down there. Yeah. 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 You definitely don't want it rolling off the back of your fucking truck. Not that I've ever done that, but Don't go fucking nuts, guys. It's only plastic. Alright. I think I'm gonna go ahead and replace this this handle because it's kind of stupid not to. Even though it says the toilet brand, I don't think it's gonna last 25 more years. It's probably better than the one I'm gonna put in, just because. This thing's probably pretty brittle. The gasket's shot. I'm glad to be getting it out of there. Let me get a couple other. Alright guys, so I've got a new handle here. I was told by an old-time plumber, when you put a handle in, and it makes sense to me, I've been doing it that way for a long time, you want to push it all the way down, because that's what's going to happen to it. If you put it like this and you tighten up the chain and then somebody comes in and they push down on it and it moves a 1/4 of an inch, now you got a flapper that's leaking. So before you tighten it down, just push down on that, man. It's a pretty simple thing. Tighten it up. Any plumber is going to know that it's a reverse thread. And that thing oh, that thing's broken. That's why that nut looked like that. Fucking handle broke, man. Brand new handle. Look at this shit. Fucking broken. That a bitch. Fuck. Plan B plumbing, going with the plastic one. Same deal. Try not to use 12-inch fucking 16-inch channel locks, but. And then I always like when I tighten up these flappers, I like to have like 2 lengths of chain. 2 links, I mean. And boy, I love the chain more so than that fucking shit cola gives you. Anybody else hate those fucking things? Anyways, that's where I like it. I'll cut that excess chain off. Actually, this, yeah, I'll just cut it off. Yeah. Alright, so let me just get a ball cock. This is a ball cock from a contractor pack from Lowe's. They're less than $6 a piece, but I swear they're exactly the same as a Pro 45 or 40, whatever the fuck it is. To raise or lower this, I used to pull this up and then yank it out. You don't need to do that. You just need to turn it, man. Now, if you get it in there and you realize it's messed up, it's not where it's supposed to be, then you can pull that up, adjust it, and then just make sure you get it back down. You're not going to be spinning that around once you get it in the toilet. And what I try to do, I could see that this water level was low in the tank. So what I'm going to do, I usually size them up, but this one I want it to be a little bit higher because the water level, like I said, the water level was low in the tank. That's going to get me in a good spot. I always put my hose on first, just to make sure it's in the right spot. And stick that baby in there. Let it center itself. What I like to do is, one thing you need to make sure, sometimes you got to cut these overflow tubes because it's higher than the handle, and that fucking handle will leak, and this is damn close, I can tell you that. So I need to take a measurement there. Either that or I'm just going to cut some off because I can see that it's close. And the water level is going to be 1.5 inches below where I'm going to cut anyways. So you got to pay attention to that, man, on these old toilets. Like I said, it's very important that this piece be on here. That's why I bought them this morning. I got them delivered yesterday. But whoops. You don't want it like that, guys. All right. So this is shooting in to the overflow tube. Got a new handle, a new flapper, a new flush valve. Now I just need to get the tank to bowl bolts, brass, with a new gasket, and go put this thing in with a new supply hose. Alright guys, so I've got a new kit here. I'm not one for bolting the bolts to the tank and then using the bolts to tighten it down. I just never did that, but maybe I'll try it on this one. Yeah. These are brass, really good. Alright, let's get my socket. Alright, so I can't find my socket, guys. You don't need to crack the fucking tank on this. The only thing about this is if the tank leaks, you got to take it back off again. And I've set millions of toilets that they didn't do it this way. They sent you one set of nuts and bolts, and that was it. That should be good, man. This is a new gasket, nice and pliable. Okay. It would have been nice to have the right socket. I don't know why the fuck I don't have it. It's a 9/16. I got 2/2 inches here. Let's see if I can find that. I'm gonna need it putting this thing in. I'm not gonna fight with these things with a fucking crescent wrench. Alright guys, so you wanna make sure this is clean. It's a big old tank, man. Okay. Sometimes it can be a problem finding a tank to bowl gasket that actually works. I've got a ton of them on my truck. This is pretty close to not working. I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't work, to be honest with you. I should. Feeling better now. Feeling better now. Okay, so like I said, I never reuse a hose on a toilet, ever. Not for $3. I'm not gonna take a chance of flooding somebody's house. So it looks like an 8 or 9 is gonna work on that, guys. I'm gonna go get another one. Yeah, it looks like this one's gonna make it. if you can, guys, get the ones with the metal nut. Just because they're safer. I didn't bring my tool bag in, so I don't have all my specialty wrenches. I just love these little pliers, man. 90% of the shit you do with them big pliers, you can do with these. Don't tighten the packing lid up until you turn the valve on, man. She sounds good. You can get that nut out if you needed to. I mean that bolt. The tank's tight. It's not moving. Hopefully it's not going to leak. I'm going to bring this up. The water line's right here. It's going to give him a lot better flush. It's on that water line. Perfect. So you don't want to go ahead and just flush it like a big dog if you're not sure. You want to open it up slowly. Make sure nothing's dripping. It sounds good. You always want to check that hole down there, guys. Just stick your hand right in there, man. Yeah, bareback. See if there's any piss crystals down in there. I think we're all good here, guys. I need to get my cleaning tote out. See this debris? You don't want shit in your tank. It ends up in the rim of the toilet. Creates issues, man. Make sure you're cleaning it good. That's why I like using a vacuum. Alright, we're right on the water line. I just want to look at this flush. Make sure it's not flush with oil. Yeah, that thing could flush it. That thing could flush a fucking elephant turd. Alright, so we're good here, guys. I'm done. Like this, I need to go check the other toilet. She's as good as new. New handle, ball cock, flush valve, flapper, bolts, washers, and a tank of old gasket. It still has 3.5 gallons per flush, which I'm sure this guy appreciates. So, trying to keep this fresh, what I'm gonna do now for a little while is share some of my pickup lines. And it really depends on where you are, what kind of crowd you're in. But say you went to the fucking rodeo. You're hanging out at a fucking rodeo and there's a bunch of cowgirls walking around. You see one you like. You walk up to her and you say, "Hey, baby." Tip your hat and you say, "Hey, baby, you want to get your back dirty?" She'll know what you're talking about. She knows what that means. I throw these tips in for free, guys. No obligation. No nothing. I just give it away. Try it out. Next time you go to a fucking rodeo, pick one of them beautiful cowgirls out. Say, "Yo, baby, want to get your back dirty?" See what happens. A couple times I've been kicked in the balls and punched in the face in that order. And, but I did score once. So it's fucking worth it, man. Give it a try.